Hello, 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 hello. How is everyone doing? Hope we're all good. I'm gonna look, making sure everything's fine and done in. City against Wolves, of course. And you've got to say, I think, I don't know, like I put the poll in there, I would have started the same team in this one. Yeah, I would have started the same team that beat Spurs, I think. Oh, crap. Breaking my chair. What's that? Yeah, I would have started the same team that beat Spurs. They got us in that mess. They also got us out of that mess where no one else in the team looked like doing anything. Ederson should be benched, I think. Is it Ederson's time, though? Is it time for Ederson to leave the club? Because as a goalkeeper, he's god awful. He is so bad at goalkeeping. And really, his passing ain't really doing us any favours either. I never have my monitor straight. It's such a weird angle, which is why my head is at an angle. I'll leave it. Yeah, I mean, putting pressure on Arsenal. I mean, they're not used to it at the top, but they keep on winning, don't they? They keep on winning their important games. But I also think Arsenal playing teams at the right moment as well. If you look at, I mean, I can't say anything. I mean, look at the Spurs we had. Well, the Spurs we had in the first half was much better than the Spurs that turned up against Arsenal for 90 minutes. But yeah, we're a mess at the moment, and I that's why I would have gone with the same team because Pep's had no, what's the word? No consistency. He doesn't pick the same players week in, week out. I mean, it looks like he's got Laporte on the left in this game for some reason. I imagine he's going three at the back with Laporte, Akanji, and Stones because he's going to push Lewis into the middle. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. He's going to push him in midfield. Yeah, and Arsenal have only lost one game this season. They lost to United at Old Trafford. I mean, we've not played them yet, thank God, because I think if we would have played Arsenal, if it wasn't in the first 5 or 6 games, I think they'd beat us. I don't think Ederson knows how to use his hands. I really think Ederson's a really bad goalkeeper. Pep likes him as a, like I've always said that if Pep could have done, he would have put Yaya Toure in goal. Because that's what he's looked for. He's looked for Yaya Toure, but put him in net. And that's what Ederson is. Just someone who can spray the ball the entire length of the pitch. Good technically on it. Useless with his hands. I expect every shot on target to go in. And if you look at the keepers we've had before him as well, when he went with Claudio Bravo, again, another keeper that every shot went in. I think it's something like 18 shots on target in a row went in on him once. Useless. And I think what doesn't help Ederson's cause or case is that when Ortega plays, on the Southampton game, let's ignore that one. But generally, when Ortega plays, a keeper who can use his hands, it's so telling. Difference is night and day. Walker probably would be more effective. And he's got that pace. He can rush out. He can close players down. Although Walker is someone else who, defensively, I'm scared of. Yeah, he's got pace. But I've accused him so many times of not jumping for the ball. Like, he doesn't like headers. He doesn't jump. Even if the ball's crossed in, he won't jump for it. He just leans into the attacker, giving them a free header. He does it every time. Kick off in 5. The one thing we need in this match as well, we need to start well. We can't keep starting games poorly. If we have another boring first half here where we have one shot on target and we do nothing with the ball, we've not learned anything from Spurs. Just look how quick, how aggressive we played against Tottenham in the second half. It was ruthless. We were back to our best. Not a single player let us down in that second half. Whereas all 11 let us down in the first half. Hey, Ahmed. How's everyone doing today anyway? It's pretty cold here. I don't know where you all are. I'm in Manchester. You see, I do actually have a season ticket for City, but I've been giving it away since the World Cup. I've not gone to any games since the World Cup. Focus on watch-alongs and stuff. I'm giving my ticket away for each match. That, and it's absolutely freezing. And sitting in that third tier, oh, the wind comes right through. It is so cold. It is very, very cold. And City have not been playing well, let's be honest. Not been playing well at all. So it's not really been worth going. Hey, Jamzo. Jamzo highlights. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. Wasn't that Liverpool game bad yesterday? So that Liverpool-Chelsea game, oh my word. I tweeted it out during the game that it's just 2 mid-table teams. It was so boring. 2 teams that are not going to push for Europe and 2 teams that are not going to get relegated. It was just a crap match. It reminded me of City in the early 2000s. Absolutely nothing. Just there, taking up space. It's summer. It's freezing here. It's winter. It's minus. I think it's -2 or something today. I've got my jumper on inside. It's cold. Although I have noticed and realised I'm wearing Wolves colours. Wearing yellow. The City shirt's over there. I can see it. For some reason I don't want to wear it. Maybe I thought yellow would make me feel warmer. I'm surprised De Bruyne's come in. I think he's our best player. Best midfielder in the world. But I'm surprised De Bruyne has come back in because he's been playing awful and we looked better without him. We looked better with Álvarez in the middle against Spurs in that second half. Yeah, again, not in the first half. We ignore that. But in that second half, Rico Lewis, Álvarez, and Mahrez were at the heart of absolutely everything we did well. Them 3 were the central fit. I don't know what you are watching it on. I'm watching it on. I don't know what I'm watching on CBS or something, but There's a United fan taking pictures of all the City fans. Like a big family of City fans. United fan taking pictures for them. That's amazing. Oh, it's the Manchester City Supporters Club from Tampa Bay. Yeah, my glasses. Well, I don't wear my glasses unless I'm at my computer. So if I'm out and about in the day, or I don't know, I'm doing something else, I don't wear them. I don't wear them sat here. Kicking off any second. Kicking off any second. Yeah. Use it. I mean, I went on a rant, didn't I, when United scored? Feel free to use the highlights and stuff. I get a lot of hate actually with the City fans. Like one of my videos on TikTok like hit over 150,000 views, which was good because the best video before that was 3,000. And the video was me celebrating. I say celebrating, reacting to Mahrez scoring against Chelsea. I don't really show any emotion. So of course, when you don't jump up and down and scream, like expressions oozing, for instance, like that guy. I love watching that guy though. He's an entertainer. You know, if you don't go mad and jump up and down and start yelling and screaming, you're not a proper fan, which I disagree. But each to their own. You know, there are other people in the house with me. Gotta be careful. But that United game, I'm still sour about it. Because I'm the only City fan of all my friends, you see, they're all United fans. So it's always been painful over the years playing United. Always painful. I think if you're Wolves, the way to play this game is just defend, because we've seen how City have been unable to break anyone down over the speed. Speed's good though. I mean, like I said, those people are entertaining. They're good to watch. And I always watch. Like whoever City play, I watch all the fan reactions, like the City fans, the other teams as well, like Spurs, United. I always watch the other fan channels. I like to see how they react and what they say about the team. And I always go onto the other team's website and read. Here we are, we're kicking off now. I always read what people say on their websites, you know, like going on the Man United website and reading what they say about the match, see how biased it is or whatnot. It's always interesting. Get other takes on it. Although it's much harder to do when you get beat because it's horrific. Right, we're off. Haaland kicks us off. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, I like the fan reaction videos, I gotta say. There's quite a few of them popping up lately as well, isn't there? There's a couple that I'm subscribed to. I haven't seen yours though. I'll check it out. I'm assuming that's the name of the channel. I'll subscribe after the match. I will check it out. Last time we played Wolves, we got a goal in the first minute. Grealish was great, played down the right hand side. The ball from Mahrez to lose was just too far in front of him. Yeah, Laporte playing left back. I'm not sure about that. Now remember about Wolves as well, like they can hit you on the counter. Not too many off pace, but remember they got Adama Traore, who is like Godzilla on crack. He's crazy. Wish I was built like that and could run like that. So they do have pace, particularly out wide, which means they will hurt us on the break because we've got Laporte at left back. Although, like I said, they're more playing like 3 at the back because when we've got the ball, Lewis is going into the middle. Like I thought he would. But Lewis is popping up everywhere. He's so good, Lewis. He's so quick on the ball as well. His feet are so quick. Now, unbelievably as well, you've got to have said that the amount of effort and time that Pep's put into Palmer just to not play him. Whereas Lewis has come straight into the team and now he's keeping Walker out of it. Here's Mahrez on the right as well. That's a good move. Good ball in. Looking for Haaland straight away. Corner. Better from City. It's quicker. More intent. I'm not seeing us show any intent in first halves for 3 months. Immediately having a go at them. Because Wolves will know, just like everyone else that's played against us, like Everton, Brentford, Fulham, United, Chelsea, anyone that defends against us for 45 minutes and goes in 0-0, we have a chance. Because we get desperate in the second half and we always throw everyone forward, get done on the break. Why Stone's on his knees? Semedo's quick as well. Semedo, Traore, they're quick, them. I like Neves. He's a good technical player. Him and Podence. Podence is a good player. Keep them off the ball, them two. You stop Wolves. I mean, look at him. He's got to give a... You've got to give a pen for that. I mean, the referee's just had a word with him. He's throwing Stones to the floor. I mean, it's shocking. I think Grealish is going to be key for the rest of the season. Everyone else seems to be miss, whereas Grealish is hit and miss. Although Mahrez has come hot at the right time. Mahrez had a really slow start to the season, but now he's our best one. I mean, he came out, he spoke to Semedo about pulling Stones, and then Semedo's just thrown him to the floor, and the referee's bottled it. Immediately bottled it. The camera was on them. You can see him throwing him to the floor. The punch by the keeper, Laporte. Come on. Laporte's got to be stronger there. Laporte's a centre-back. Got to be stronger. All 11 Wolves players there at the edge of their own box. Not dropping back into it, but sat on the edge of it. So we got them camped in already. What a ball is to Mahrez to Lewis. Corner again. No, he's giving a goal kick. I tell you what, the officials have been poor. Haven't in the Premier League this season. Inconsistent and just blind in general. I will do. I'll check it out. I watched the I watched Expressions Oozing. I watched the entire time. So I went onto his live watch along and I watched back from when Spurs scored the first right through to when we took the lead. And it was funny because they went 1-0 up, 2-0 up. He's calling Pep finish. He's going mad about how great Tottenham are and we're done and all this and that. And he's jumping up and down and he's calling everyone nice and happy. And then it just collapses in 10 minutes. And then it completely flips. And he puts his green screen around himself. Like the invisibility cloak in Harry Potter, or he tries to hide behind the green screen. Yeah, it's amazing. I watched the whole thing. It was amazing. It was funny. I've been watching a lot of Liverpool ones lately as well because obviously who doesn't enjoy when Liverpool lose? I love it. Big fan when Liverpool lose. I'm watching their fans meltdowns. You might think City are playing bad, of course. I sometimes have to put in perspective and not rant as much as I do. Grealish trying to work his way into the box now. At least he's running at the full back, though. If he doesn't get past him, I don't mind too much as long as he runs at him. Because he'll get past him eventually. City are in danger here, slowing things down again. No one moving. Haaland having to drop deep. Look how deep Haaland is there when he should be in the box waiting for the ball. But no one's getting the ball to the box. I mean... Lewis is getting kicked a lot. Chelsea. Well, I mean, at least Chelsea are going through their transition phase. I mean, Chelsea were unlucky not to win yesterday, I thought. I mean, how cruel was that? Offside by a foot. It was unlucky. But if you ever think your team's bad, just think where Liverpool have come to where they are now. I know they've got injuries, but it's still no excuse. So sometimes when I'm on my rant, when I'm having a go about how crap City are, in my match reactions, I have to remember we're not quite as bad as that. We are still second in the league. Yeah, we've not been playing well, but if we're not playing well and we're second in the league, we must surely be a good team. But of course, you forget that when you get beat. You just go off on rants. Go on, Mahrez, close him down. Close him. What I do like about Mahrez as well, when he got dropped earlier in the season, Pep said it's because he's not showing that effort. He's not fighting as much as other players. But now he is. Now he's the first one to press. He just wants the ball now. Who we all got for later as well? Who are we thinking winning, Arsenal or United? I think it could be a draw. I think it'd be a good game, like 2-2 or something. Because Arsenal haven't really played anyone in form for a while. But United are in form. That's got to be a yellow ref. He's gone straight into his face. Thank you, referee. No, he's gone into him and he's palmed him off in the face. I mean, Gundogan's not going to stay on the floor for no reason. When was the last time you saw Gundogan rolling around on the floor? He's just gone straight into him. Yeah, look at him. He's hurt, Gundogan. Oh! That's a red, that. Wait, that's a red. Oh! Nearly a red. It's a yellow. I thought it hit him in the face. I mean, come on. You just charged into him with your shoulder. I thought he'd hit him in the face then with his shoulder. But it's not. He's hit him in the chest. I don't think you'll ever get Silva from us. Although Silva's been crap this season. I think the talk of going to Barcelona got into his head. He's not been that great. That was a dirty challenge, that. I think if Rico Lewis doesn't get Young Player of the Year, I'd be amazed. I can't think of a younger player that's come into a team and been as good as he has been. I mean, he's keeping Kyle Walker out of the team. And for the last 3 years, we couldn't not play Kyle Walker. Such a bad challenge, that. It does look like it'd be Bernardo Silva coming on, though, if Gundogan has to go off. Looks all right, though, Gundogan. And he's been in form for us as well. He's been one of the better players. He stepped up as captain. Leeds still 0-0, Brentford. Hopefully Ivan Toney doesn't keep scoring. Oh, I think he's injured, isn't he? Because I kept meaning to put him in my fantasy team for 12 weeks. He just kept scoring goals. I had him in my team, in my FPL team, until he played against us, and I took him out. And of course, he went and scored the winner against us, or he scored the first against us, didn't he? Oh no, he scored in both. Scored in both. Fuck him, ref. That's the second time he's gone into him. And Wolves going mad at the referee. That's right. I was going to say they've both had a go at the referee there. Screaming in his face. Lewis brought down again. That's twice already. They put in a late challenge against Lewis. They're trying to slow them down. That's what they're doing. Wolves are trying to slow the City players down. Now book him as well. He is. He's booking him. Haaland. I mean, Haaland's been disappointing, hasn't he? I had Haaland in my team. I get this. So I had Haaland as captain in my FPL team from day one. And no one else in my league with all my friends had him in the team at all because they all thought he was going to flop for some reason. And then he got that hat-trick. And then when he started scoring hat-tricks, still had him in my team. And I took him off as captain, unbelievably, in the game we won 6-3 against United when he got 2 assists and 3 goals. And I lost so many points because of it. And I've not recovered since, really. Team's been a shambles. He's actually my only City player I've got in the team because we've been playing so poorly. I took out De Bruyne for Salah. That's not gone well because Salah's done nothing. I keep thinking he's bound to come good. He's bound to score eventually, but he's not been scoring. He's been awful. And I had Cancelo in my team, but I took him out because you just never know who Pep is going to play. Pep changes his team so much that I don't like choosing defenders or wide players because you just don't know who he's going to play. There's no clue. So I've only got Haaland as my City player at the moment. Although I'm thinking of putting Mahrez in because it looks like he's going to play every game now. I think if Mahrez scores in this game as well, I think he'll probably start in every game he's fit. That's a good first cross, that by De Bruyne. The way he whipped that in was left immediately. Just over the head of everyone. Mahrez's cross is too deep for Haaland. Budgie mopping up there against Neves. I'll expect that every time. Wait, that one that went into Gundogan and got the yellow card, was he the one that got sent off in the first game against them? Wasn't it? Now they're asking De Bruyne to be booked. I don't think that's a booking from De Bruyne. I think he was just late putting his foot in. To be fair, he didn't go anywhere near the ball. No momentum in this game so far, though. The fouls are breaking up too much. Going to be a throw-in. I like Stones. Stones does not get enough credit for me. I love him. I think he's probably my favourite defender at City. Big fan of Stones. One of my favourite players. What a beauty of a ball by Ederson to Grealish, and we get throwing from it. But what a ball that is. That's why Ederson's in the team, not because he saves anything, but That looked like a foul throw from Gundogan, but we'll let it slide. That was another aspect that annoyed me during the Derby game as well. 2 foul throws we did in that game. 2 foul throws, both fullbacks. Is Grealish now attacking down the left? That's going to be a corner. No, referee's giving a goal kick. That's twice I think we've had a corner when he's giving a goal kick. It is a corner. From the looking at that as the referee, though, it bounced off them 3 times. It'd be tough to call. He didn't. The commentator said he got that decision right. He didn't. It was a corner. It came off the Wolves man last. But I can't blame the referee for getting it wrong. Akanji going into the back of one of them. He does that a lot, Akanji. I like him, but he does go into the back of players too often. Gives them more time to settle. But again, you know, started this half like we did against Tottenham and United and like everyone else. Now we're allowing Wolves to just pass it around. Grealish getting stuck in. I like that. Hit it first time, Haaland. You did? Well, at least we've had a shot. Loses ball to Grealish is poor. Kept it in though. That looked like a foul to me, but referee says play on. Wolves screaming again about a yellow card. Had a shot on target though. Good. Better. I'm not seeing De Bruyne and Haaland link up for a while. Shit, ref, not wrong. I'll show that. I think all the refs are poor though. Look at them passes. We've had 127 passes to their 25. In fact, that's what I need to do. I need to... I've got it on. I've just not set up. Stats. Get them stats up. Boom. There we go. So 0-0 Leeds and Brentford as well. After 20 minutes. Oh, that would have been a beautiful ball to Gundogan on that. If he just put a little bit more pace on it there. Kev. His press decent as well. Yeah, Wolves have to throw, but it was good pressing. Like good press. Here's the chance for Haaland. Took it early, good save. And then it doesn't quite fall to him. Gundogan trying to run through the middle. Game's a little bit flat. The crowd's flat. The players are flat. So you haven't quite got into that rhythm yet. I think we've seen some shocking decisions in City games, but I don't think it's isolated to us. Like, let's not forget the Wolves and Liverpool game in the Cup either. I mean, that was shocking. How convenient it was that VAR wasn't working at that particular moment. Make sure Liverpool didn't lose. And, you know, Anfield is disgraceful for refereeing decisions. The referees ball it every time because they're too scared of the fans, what they're going to do to them afterwards. Because Liverpool fans are the worst for anything. Not always trashing team buses. Making threats and stuff. Referees are probably scared. That's twice now. Lewis has had a great opportunity to put the ball in the box and he's got it wrong. Just too heavy. I've often said as well that De Bruyne and Gundogan don't work together in the middle. When we play them both, it doesn't seem to work. Because they both play so narrow and try and get on the ball so much. Sometimes you need someone like Álvarez or Bernardo Silva. He's going to pop up somewhere else and offer something different. Gundogan made the run then. Look at the space as well that Grealish has on that left-hand side. Got like 30 yards of space there. And they should be switching it to him instead of going through the middle. Gundogan's ball again to Haaland. There's just not enough pace on it. That's twice now. That's going to be a throw into City as well. Mahrez pressing. Where is Rico Lewis taking that throw? Lewis took the throw in at the halfway line when it was level with the Wolves box. That's crazy, that. Yeah, we should have. That's the thing. We have all this possession. And I said it in the... I didn't say in the match reaction. I said it on someone else's channel in the comments. When they were saying that City fans shouldn't boo that, you know, they're not proper fans. And I disagreed. I said, if you just look at the stats, we have all the possession, all the passes. You might think we're playing well, but we're not. The players are not showing any passion these last few months. They're not showing anything. And as fans, we're allowed to boo. You can tell Mahrez's shirt's come straight out the bag. That crease right down the side. Was over the top of everyone. These crosses have been poor. You're not going to give a foul for that. And he's booking him. For what? I don't even think he pulled him back. I think he just ran alongside him. He's booked Rodri for that. That's interesting to me. That I'll have to watch that back. Rodri's confused. I mean, come on. That's poor from the ref, that. Giving a yellow card for that. That's... Now, you see, here's the inconsistency as well. And this is what I think Haaland is probably saying to the referee. The referee waved play on, so we played on. The ball went like 10, 15 yards. But earlier on in the half, when Lewis was fouled and he waved play on and De Bruyne kicked it immediately out of play, he didn't go back to the foul. But he's done it there. It's inconsistency. That's the thing that's annoying about the refs. If they just made every decision wrong, fine. If they made every decision right, fine. But they're just getting similar decisions all mixed up. It's crazy. Good header by Stones. Needed to be as well. It's going to be a throw into Wolves. And that's the thing that annoys everyone. It's the inconsistency of it. Offside, not offside. Penalty, not penalty. That should have been a pen yesterday in the Brighton game at the end. But there wasn't. When Welbeck was kicked. It's just unbelievable. The refs have no clue. VAR step in for the most ridiculous reasons. We got the throw in the end. Oh, he did really well there. Spin away from De Bruyne and find the pass. He took 4 of us out the game. Good run by Grealish. Really good run. Nice carrying the ball. Great ball to De Bruyne. De Bruyne can't get the ball across. People hate Liverpool fans. We hate the fans, not the team as much. Just the fans, they're horrible. Grealish, good hit from distance. At least he's having a shot, though. Don't mind that. Because the players need to get the fans on board. Once the fans start to get riled up a little bit, get behind them. Laporte at left back is an interesting one. But yeah, people do hate Liverpool fans. They're the worst. He's tripping over the ball, but he kept hold of it, though, away from Semedo. I mean, look at all this possession we're having, but not doing anything with the ball. Nice pass out wide to Mahrez. He's not done anything this game so far. He should be cutting it back there to Lewis. Nice. Good cross this time. Better cross. Better cross from Lewis. Just behind Gundogan. Gundogan attacked the ball, but because the ball was bending, ended up behind him almost. Better, though. It's a better cross by Lewis. Just 2 went to watch Mahrez, leaving Lewis on the edge of the box. Gundogan got underneath it. Grimsby. I remember getting beat by Grimsby when we were at Main Road. All them years ago. Getting beat by Grimsby. And I always remember it because the City fans were singing, "You only sing when you're fishing." I don't know if you fish in Grimsby, but that's what the City fans were singing. You only sing when you're fishing. I just remember that so well. Well, me and the crowd have been flat. The crowd are not behind the players. The players are not pressing. Wolves are just defending, and I mean they've not had an attack yet, so you know they'll score their first shot because that's usually what happens against Ederson. We have to take advantage of this possession. It's the one thing we've not been doing in games. All this possession, the ball through to Mahrez, and Haaland, sorry, so close. City need to turn it up here. They're not doing anything, honestly. I'm glad I didn't go to this game. Every game I've not gone to, I've been glad. Mahrez needs to attack him now down the line. That's it. Keep going, keep going. Gets a corner. He just has to attack the fullback. Him and Grealish have to do the same thing, which is just attack the fullbacks, get into the box, and make them do something. Put in a foot. No challenge, not challenge. Don't know why we take so many short corners. Just put the ball in the box. Hits it from there, Jack. Jack should have hit it. Instead, he's given it to Akanji of all people. I mean, Grealish has the ball 25 yards out, has a chance to turn and shoot, but instead he gives it to our centre half to cross. Make it make sense. Somebody make it make sense. Rodri should have hit it from there. Hit it. He does. Better, though. Better. UCL. Now, I don't think so, you see. Everyone goes on about the Champions League and that Pep's a failure for not winning it. I mean, I disagree. I mean, we've caught Real Madrid at a time when they win everything. You know, Real Madrid have won it so many times, it's ridiculous. But we're not. I don't think the main target is the UCL. I think the main target is challenge for the title every season and go as deep as you can in the UCL. I always hear it all the time on like Talk Sport and things when they're going on about Pep's only target is the Champions League. Pep's failing. The owners want the Champions League more than anything. I don't think it's true. I think they want it. They want to win everything. It'd be nice to win it. But it's not that important. It's challenging domestically every year. Because the Premier League is the competition you play in every week. Every 3 days. The Premier League. The Champions League at the end of the day is another cup competition. The thing that's disappointing me in the Champions League the most is sometimes we've not been competitive. Even in semi-finals, we've not been competitive. And we've gone out when we shouldn't have done so many times. Was it 3 years in a row we went out on not goal difference, away goals? Things like that shouldn't be happening. And then we get to a semi-final or final and Pep makes some ridiculous changes to the team because he outplays himself. Let's not play the same 11 that got us here. Let's not play the team that win the league every year. Let's just change the team and put players in different positions for whatever reason. He does it every single year. And we'll see it again this year. He'll get to the semi-final and he'll change the team. He'll do something stupid. Like he'll put De Bruyne in goal. Put Ederson up front. Something daft like that. Because he'll be like, oh, the opposition will not expect it. Yeah, but neither do our players. Every single year he does it. Baffles me. That being said, I don't know how much he believes we can win the Premier League because I don't think we can win the Premier League. Not this year. Not playing like this. I mean, look how we're not doing anything. How boring this is. Wolves haven't had an attack yet, have they? And again, we've got all this ball, all this possession. And we had this against Tottenham as well the other day. And then they scored 2 in a minute at the end of the first half. Oh. Desperate defending by Wolves. It's nearly coming. You can see it. These passes are just not quite right. Yeah, well, I don't think so. I don't think you got lucky. That's the one where Pep changed it. So he played the same team in the quarterfinals against PSG. No, against Dortmund. He played the same 11 in both games in the semi-final against PSG. And then in the final, he took Rodri off. Like, he didn't play Rodri for some reason. He changed the formation, and then he put Raheem Sterling for Foden when Sterling hadn't started a game for 4 months because he didn't like him. He didn't start Sterling for 4 months, but he started him in the Champions League final, and he took Rodri off. It was bizarre. And I watched that game at the Eithad. I went to the Academy Stadium, and I watched it on the big screen there with the other City fans. And when he read out that team lineup, every single fan groaned, and we knew he'd thrown it away. Because all we asked was the same 11 that got us there, the same players that just won the league. But he didn't. He changed it. And that first half was so poor. It was crazy. That's all I ever want. That's all we ever want as City fans, isn't it? Good games. I've seen us relegated. I've seen us promoted. I've seen us win nothing. I've seen us win everything. And the players just need to show that bit of passion every single game. That's all we ask. But right now, they're not showing it. And this is another game I was worried about. Because we should have started this game how we finished the Tottenham game. But we haven't. We've started this game how we started the Tottenham game. And our Wolves are having tiny bits of possession, like tiny pockets of it. And I'm just waiting for them to score their first shot on target. I'm waiting for it. I know it's coming. I know it's coming. So far, City are defending nicely. They're all where they should be. Haaland's doing all the running. No one else is pressing, so Haaland's like, why am I running? Which is correct. Why is he running if no one else is? They're trying to play themselves into trouble. Lewis caught on the ball. Gundogan, that was nice because he was winding up to shoot then, I think, Hwang. Grealish is tripped. I think Jiménez was just slow to the ball there. Leeds and Brentford still 0-0 as well. That's probably a more fun, entertaining game than this. I'll tell you what film I do like, football film. Green Street. That's a great film. I really wanted City to start this game like we ended the Tottenham one, and it's just gone the opposite. We've had nearly moments. But then look how compact and deep Wolves are sitting as well, and they just know they can just defend this. Hit us on the break in the second half. I think that's what the plan is. Oh, 1-0. Finally. Finally puts the ball in the box. 1-0. Oof. About time as well. I honestly, I've just... This team is so bad at the moment. But like I said, we've had nearly moments every single time. And then we finally put the ball in the box. Bam. Save that. Haaland jumped ahead of him. You can see Haaland jumped first, which is why he was above him. Powerful header, that. Boom. ID. What's ID? I don't think I've seen ID. My favorite film, and this is going to sound probably weird, particularly if you haven't seen it, I need to change the score. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's from the 90s. I think it's from the 90s. But my favorite film is Any Given Sunday, an American football film, Al Pacino and LL Cool J. Remember him? LL Cool J. Jamie Foxx as well. Jamie Foxx is the lead. Love Jamie Foxx. Haaland has scored 23 Premier League goals this season. Wolves have scored 12. Sit down, son. But yeah, Any Given Sunday, I love that film. Cameron Diaz as well. This loser's too casual there. That's going to be a yellow. 2 Wolves players on the floor. Weth. The referee says play on. It's there's a Wolves and ref. Penalty. Collins looks guilty there. They're claiming the fouls in the middle. I think he's probably going to go back to the halfway line and say that was a free kick. I don't know. Grealish doesn't really foul. You're right. Travellers. Honestly, they're doing nothing. Like, Wolves are just defending and we're not opening them up. Pen? It's a pen. How is that not a pen? He's nowhere near the ball and he kicks him in the back of the leg. It's a pen. It's a pen. It's a blatant pen. The referee's been crap, hasn't he? This referee is so bad. It's crazy. Oh my God, the wave and play on. That is shocking. Oh my word. I'm at a loss for words of how bad the referees are in this country. I'm at a loss at how bad the Premier League referees are. I got to tweet it. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. The referees are shocking in this country. Yeah, Haaland scored 23 goals now. Last season, the Golden Boot winners had 23. So he's going to break 30, I reckon, this. Because I wouldn't say Haaland's off form. I just think the players are not getting the ball to him. They're not putting the ball into the box like they should be, letting him attack it. They still want to pass it around the edge of the box and, you know, not cross it. Oh. I mean, De Bruyne tried. He only had Haaland in the box, to be fair to him, and he overhit it. Haaland was running into the 6-yard box, and De Bruyne hit it. More back post. Here's the goal again, though. And that's what De Bruyne does so well. He puts the ball in first time. He doesn't take an extra touch. He doesn't, you know, just dally on it. He just puts it into the box. No, I've not seen that. I'll check that out. What country is that from? I'll check that out, though. I do like it. I've been watching my British stuff at the moment. I'm watching Fowder, I think it's called. Fowder. I've just watched Delhi Crime on Netflix, which I really enjoyed. 2 seasons. I've just watched the 2nd season. I'm pretty sure it's Fowder. Israeli, I think it is Fowder. Really enjoying that. Don't mess up here. Don't do something stupid. Don't give Ederson the ball. Just be in the press. Wonderful play by De Bruyne and Gundogan there. Left, go left, go left. Now Grealish has to attack him here. Get a shot away. Get the shot away. Defenders cleared it off the line. Nearly 2. We'll take the throw in. Right, we're going to go in this half 1-0 probably. Good defending. Because that was in that. In England? I've not seen it. I'll check that out. I don't think I've seen it. Maybe I have. I'll check it out though. Well, it's been a boring first half, and I can't decide if that's because of City or Wolves, or a bit of both. What a play. What a play. What a... He's done it again. How's Collins done that again? How's Collins done that again? That's twice he's just saved them a goal. And this is what I've said as well before that goal was coming. We've had nearly moments. We've had another two. We've had another two in injury time in this half. Nearly moments. The tackle. Gundogan shouldn't have slowed it down there. Gundogan should have played as a Grealish on the left immediately, who went as soon as Rodri won that ball. Only 30 seconds and a half left. Got to end strongly. '90s film. I'll check it out. Don't foul him. Oh, what? Boring first half. But it's over, innit? Yeah, bomb. Let's change this because I always forget to change things. I'll just get ready for that. There we go. Well, that was a boring first half, but it's done, and other scores. Chelsea and Liverpool were called off, of course, in the WSL. Sunderland beat Middlesbrough 2-0. That's a big win for them. Derby as well. I grew up in Darlington as well for a few years, so yeah. Anyone but Newcastle. Hearts are beating Hibernian. That'd be a good game, that. That's coming up half-time. Leeds and Brentford 0-0 at half-time as well. And for anyone wondering, Tony is playing in that game. Okay. There's goals around the rounds. Yeah, boring first half. City not doing anything. Not really. I mean, Wolves are just defending. Wolves are not doing anything. I don't think Wolves have had an attack yet, have they? Have they had a shot? Get the stats up. Let's have a looking at the stats. City have had 62.5% possession. They've had 7 shots to Wolves, 0. Wolves are definitely just trying to hold out as long as they can, hit us on the break at the end of the game when we get desperate. You know, we've seen, we did that against Tottenham. When Tottenham went 1-0 up, we got so desperate, we threw everyone forward for the last chance of the first half, leaving everyone exposed at the back. And that's how we got beat by Tottenham last season as well. And Conte and Tottenham would have known that because last season we were 2-1 down. We got the penalty in the injury time, which Mahrez scored. And then we pushed everyone forward looking for a third, left everyone exposed, and hit us on the break and scored. And exactly the same thing happened the other day against them. So Wolves will know if we get desperate enough, if the game gets later on and we push everyone forward, we're going to leave 1 or 2 players at the back and they can just hit us on the break. And I think that's the game plan. That being said, you know, Wolves also have to shoot to do that. And they're not doing that. They've not had a shot. So, yeah. I think, yeah, the referee has been quite dire. Inconsistency. And he came out strong at the beginning of the half. If you remember, he was booking all of them. He was booking every single player that looked at him, even booked their manager. But since then, a few things have gone. That should have been a penalty. It could have been a soft penalty, but I still think it should have been a penalty. He's gone, he slid in, he's not got the ball. He's kicked him from behind. a Manchester City fan. Hey, Mario, how's it going? Are we happier today than remember halftime against Tottenham? And that's when you popped in last time. I was ready to turn it off. If I wasn't doing a watch along, I wouldn't have watched that second half. If I was at the ground, I think I would have gone. So poor. You just woke up, same as Tottenham first half. Boring, but we got the goal. Yeah, Real did the same thing. You're right. Real, we got beat, not in the second leg, even though that's when we lost the game. We got beat in the first leg because we couldn't defend. We should not be winning games 4-3 at the Eithad in the Champions League. That should have been because we battered Madrid in both games. But defensively, he put Fernandinho right back. Fernandinho, who can't run. He couldn't run Fernandinho. Fernandinho nearly cost us the league as well because he had a dire game against West Ham. He had a dire game against Aston Villa. He had a dire game against the team before that, whoever it was, like Liverpool or something. Remember, he dragged Fernandinho off at half-time against Villa, and if he hadn't done that, we would have lost that. We wouldn't have beat Villa 3-2 because every long ball up to Fernandinho, he wasn't challenging Ollie Watkins for. Fernandinho nearly cost us the league, and I think he cost us the Champions League because playing him at right back against Real Madrid, against Vinicius Jr., remember that, Fernandinho against Vinicius Jr. in the Champions League, he slaughtered him for pace. Like, how's that not a pen? We're looking at that again. That should be a pen. It's a pen. But the referee bottled it. VAR have bottled it. But yeah, the game's been boring. We've had 7 shots to their 0. They've not even had a shot. They've been bad Wolves. They're just trying to defend. And like I said, waiting for us to get desperate and hit us on the break. It's what Liverpool do to us. It's how Liverpool beat us every single time. Look at the game earlier in the season at Anfield. That 1-0 win. Yes, Cancelo was the reason that we screwed it up because he miskicked the ball or he went in it. I think he tries to tackle him, doesn't he, or something stupid. Cancelo messed up anyway. But why is Cancelo the only person defending when it's 0-0 at Anfield? Because we pushed everyone up trying to get the win. We got desperate. We tried to score. They hit us on the break. And he leaves Cancelo, someone who cannot defend, at the back to watch Salah. And it just didn't go well. And that's why Liverpool always have like 3 shots against us and score all 3. Mid-City, you're not wrong. Yeah, no, it's a pen, that, Josh. It is a pen. It should have been a pen, regardless. It's a pen. The defender slid. He missed the ball. And he kicks Grealish in the back of the leg. It's a pen. Just like Welbeck's was a pen yesterday. Welbeck should have had one against Leicester. Brighton. And they kicked Welbeck in the foot, but they didn't give that. The referees don't know what they're doing. It's a pen. But at the moment, we're 1-0 up and it's not costing us. And if we get the next goal, we win this game. So you're right, it's the same story. Oh, City won't win the Champions League. Look at this. Gary Cahill lifting up the Premier League trophy with them City ribbons. No, City not going to win the Champions League. We're not going to win the Premier League. I mean, we got beat by Southampton, for Christ's sake, in the Carabao Cup. Southampton. We ain't gonna win the Champions League. We're not going to get past Real Madrid. You know, we're not going to get past Napoli. We're not going to get past Bayern Munich if we can't beat Southampton. So no, we're not winning the Champions League. Yeah, I was just saying, actually, that the referees have been so poor all season, and it's inconsistency as well. I mean, I don't want to go back to the United City games, but I mean, look at all season: offside, not offside, foul, not foul. I just have no idea what's going on anymore. Sometimes it's a handball, sometimes it's not. I mean, there's a handball the other day in a game, and it wasn't given, and I was like, how has that not been given? I can't remember who it was. It was only a couple of days ago. I can't remember what it was. He should win today. On form, I think it'd be a draw. I think 2-2. I think both teams are banging form. United are playing well. Rashford's back to his best. You know, Arsenal are dipping a little bit in quality, but they're still getting over the line. They're still winning games. I think it could be 2-2 this. That's what I put my money on. If I betted, which I don't because it's scary and I'd get too addicted, I'd put 2-2 on that game. No, I mean that goal shouldn't have counted. And I think if that goal doesn't, if Fernandez's goal doesn't count in the derby, I think City win that game. I don't think United score because United weren't doing anything until then. And then when that went in, the City hedge dropped and the whole game changed. And I think City win that match if that goal doesn't count. But hey, it's over. It's done. What can you do? One of those. So yeah, I think United and Arsenal are going to be 2-2. But it could be any score, honestly. Either team could win. I do think both teams are in good form with them. In fact, for the first time I can ever remember, I've got more United players in my FPL team than City players. Usually I don't put any United players in. I've not had any United players in my FPL team for 3 years. But I put them in a few weeks ago and I took out City players for them. I took out Foden and put in Rashford. And I took out Cancelo and put in Varane. I actually did that just before the derby. I guess I knew what was coming. And I was right. I was right. Yeah, I got a Twitter. You can find it at 9320 Citizens. I have 63 followers on Twitter. I don't understand Twitter. I don't understand it. And I don't really tweet a lot though either, to be fair. Well, it's like I always say, you know, anyone but Liverpool. I'd rather United win the league 10 years in a row if it meant Liverpool didn't win it once. I cannot stand Liverpool fans. Anyone but them. Anyone but them. Let United win it if we're not going to win it. I don't care. I don't know if Liverpool legacy is over. I mean, they're all going to go on about how many injuries they've had, but Klopp's losing the plot. You can see them on the pitch crying a lot. You know, they win you everything. And they're even getting a lot of luck as well. They should have been knocked out of the FA Cup by Wolves. But VAR saved them because apparently it wasn't working. Why is VAR not working? Or since VAR started, it's worked every single match. But for some reason, that Liverpool game, when Wolves would have won the match at the end of the game, it wasn't working at Anfield. That is suspicious. It was at Anfield. It might have been at Wolves. But either way, dodgy. Well, that Chelsea and Liverpool game yesterday, I don't know if you all watched it. I watched Chelsea and Liverpool yesterday, and that was bang average, that game. That game screamed championship. It was so poor. It was two teams who are not threatening the top, not threatening the bottom, and just finishing the season. That's what it felt like to me. It felt like two teams whose seasons are over. They're just going through the motions until the summer. It was such a bad match. And Chelsea were really unlucky as well because, I mean, Havertz's foot being offside is crazy. It was so close. Yeah, I mean, the season is quite bizarre, isn't it? You got Liverpool and Chelsea down in 9th and 10th or whatever they are. You got Arsenal at the top. You got City who were hit and miss from half to half. They don't even play well a game, then bad a game. They play bad and well all in the same half. You know, it's... You got United who have come back into form as well under Ten Hag. He's got them firing. They're looking good again. Newcastle as well, who seem to be grinding out results when they probably shouldn't be, because I don't think their squad's that good. But they kind of got that momentum and they kind of got that bounce about them out of the Newcastle. Brighton as well. Brighton, I'm surprised at how well he came in at Brighton after Potter. And just got them flying immediately. And of course, Everton. I'd love to see Everton go down. I know that's bad to say because, you know, support your men in blue. Whatever team they are, they play in blue. You know? Better dead than red. But I'd love it if they go down. I don't know why. I think because I've just never seen them relegated. I think that's why. Oh man, are we all in agreement? I'll check out your team. No, you're right. I mean, I've got Trippier in my team. Yeah, so let's check out this team. Check it out. Trippier and Botman. Ooh, as you were brave putting Kepa in goal. I don't know if he's been in goal all that time, but that was brave. Martinelli, Rashford, midfield, Almiron, De Bruyne. Your midfield is exactly the same as mine, apart from I took De Bruyne out for Salah, and I've made a terrible mistake. Your forwards are exactly the same as mine, apart from I took Mitrovic out a couple of weeks ago, and I put in Martial. But yeah, we're quite similar. And I've got Pickford in net because he plays every game. I know Everton are going down, but he plays every game. And I've got Varane instead of White. Wolves are going for it. Yeah, I mean, Ederson's crap. Ederson's a really bad goalkeeper. Looks like we're kicking off again. The Wolves are definitely going for it, but I mean, they have to because they've not had a shot yet. They've not even had a shot off target, on target, blocked. They've not done anything. They're going to attack, which means it should open up a little bit for us. And as long as we don't get desperate and try and get the second to wrap the game up. Ake's coming on. Who's he coming on for? Who is Ake coming on for? Rico Lewis has gone off. That's interesting. 40 points in 4 weeks. Kepa, really? Yeah. I guess Chelsea are just a nothing team, are they? They're just bad. They can't score, Chelsea. That's the problem. They can't score. It was funny when they signed Sterling because I said I'm glad he's gone. And he won't do anything with them, which he hasn't. Although he plays a wing back sometimes, doesn't he? Which is bizarre. But I knew Sterling wouldn't do well at Chelsea. You can't carry a team. He asked for so much money at us. Like, he asked for the same money that De Bruyne's on. Because he thought he was, like, the reason we were winning things. But he wasn't. Because he can't lead a line. Sterling. Cancelo. Yeah, I thought Cancelo on my team. Been doing nothing. But most of these City players have been doing nothing for a while now. Let's go. We are off. Yeah, I mean, Nunes is bad. I mean, Nunes has got... It's funny, isn't it, with Nunes? Because he's got all the qualities. He's got the pace. He's got the height. And he looks good when he's on the ball. But his shooting is so... bad. Everything is so bad with his shooting. And it came to point in the Carabao Cup game against City after the World Cup when he had 3 1-on-1s and he put all of them wide. But then again, you can't really take football fan opinions seriously. Because whenever Haaland doesn't score in a game, like, he's called finished immediately. And a flop. Football fans are stupid in general. I think United draw. City have been poor for about 4 months. City have been poor since before the World Cup. Let's not forget Fulham game. We won, but we were awful. Brentford, awful. We were bad before the World Cup. We've been bad for a while. In fact, I think you can probably go back all the way to even just after the Manchester derby when we won 6-3. And I was saying that we were playing poor for periods of the game, like Newcastle. We were bad in that game. We came out 3-3, but we were bad and then turned it on for like 20 minutes at the end. United game, We were good for an hour. Yeah, we went 6-1 up. But then we were so bad for the end that they could have scored 3 goals in injury time. Yeah, look, Wolves now pressing a little bit harder. This is what I mean. Wolves are trying to keep the score down as long as possible. That's why we needed a second before half-time. That pen would have been nice. Because if we could have gone in at half-time 2-0, I'd feel a little bit more confident about what's happening. Because once Wolves have that shot on target, I'm telling you, it's going in. That first shot is going in. Guaranteed. Was that Stones? Stones getting ahead of the man. Oh, I mean, Tottenham are bad. Who scored? Haaland scored. Always Haaland. Yeah. Tottenham were bad. It's like Chelsea when we beat them 4-0. Chelsea were bad. It wasn't that City were that good. Chelsea were just so bad. And we were lucky against Chelsea the week before in the league at their ground. Because in the first half, they battered us, Chelsea. And then we got that goal in the second, and then Chelsea just couldn't respond. Nice cut out by Gundogan. Go on, look at that. Haaland's free for so long there. Giving him the ball. Don't slow it down here. Mahrez is helping him out on the left. Haaland is frustrated there. People just not getting in the ball. They just need to put the ball in the box. Cross it. We saw it in the first half. You cross the ball, let them attack it. You know, there's always a chance. KDB. Yeah, I took KDB on my FPL team because I'm an idiot. That's a pen. It's a pen. I don't think you can complain about that. I mean, he is going to complain about it. But he's tripped him. He's ran into him. I don't think he meant it, but he still brings him down. No, you're right. I mean, neither team can score. I mean, the first half should have been a pen. Looks like he's giving it. As long as Haaland scores this, eh? Yeah, City pen. Haaland. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't have put Salah on for KDB. Taking KDB off was a mistake because he's been my vice captain all season. But I just thought Salah at some point would do something useful, but he hasn't. He hasn't done anything. He's been bad. I thought he'd do something against someone eventually, and he hasn't. Don't miss this, lad. If Erling scores this, I think we win. If we don't win it. Of course he scores it. It's Haaland. He's going to have a better celebration than Ronaldo soon. Everyone's going to be doing that. Nah, Gundogan won the pen. 2-0. Easy. I still don't know how the first one wasn't a pen in the first half. But Haaland on for another hat-trick, boys. Here we go. And girls, of course. Everyone. People. They, there. Whatever you want to be known as. Boom. Sends keep the wrong way. So puts it down the middle. Yeah, do you know what I was just saying? The only game I did not captain Haaland was the 6-3 against United earlier in the season when he got a hat-trick and assisted too. The only game I didn't captain him in because I could see, even back then, City were going backward. But then we turned on that game. Typical me. Otherwise, I'd be like 300 points clear in my FPL league, but instead I'm like 20. I don't know if I'm still in front. I've been in front since day one. But they've been catching all the time because I made some silly decisions like put Salah on instead of KDB. You tripled him last week. That was a mistake. I haven't tripled anyone yet. I haven't used my triple. I haven't used my free hit. I haven't done anything. City just don't look like even in this game, right? You look at that first half. Yes, the second half against Tottenham was good. Well, of course, Tottenham collapsed. But City just don't look. I don't know. It's weird. It's like the possession's there. The passing is still there. But when going forward, they kind of look like they don't play with each other a lot because they're always slowing it down. They don't look like they got that fire. And maybe they haven't. I mean, they've won the league for the last 5 years. They've won it the last 2. Maybe some of the players don't have that fire anymore. You do need to keep refreshing. It's what Ferguson did at United. You know, you need to keep refreshing your team, getting new players in. Put in the box. Mahrez should have headed that cross goal. I'm surprised he's gone for goal there, actually, because he's so... The angle is so tight against him. I think Grealish might have been offside there anyway. Yeah, he's got to be heading a cross goal there. That's shocking. No hits in 9 weeks. You did say Haaland would score 2, to be fair. You did, actually. I said it'd be 3-1 as well, so I went for a City win. Just thinking to myself, because I'm going to have to do like player ratings after it. And really, I can't think of anyone that's stood out. No one's done poorly either. No one's played poor. No one's played particularly great. Just been standard game because Wolves have just made it so easy, really. I was unlucky at that. If De Bruyne's pass was a little bit better. I think if Gundogan had stayed away from Haaland and ran off towards the other side, towards the left, one of them would have been free there. Instead, De Bruyne's had to play the ball to them both. Yeah, I think Haaland will probably break the... I mean, he's got 24 now. To put that in perspective. Where? Hat-trick. Dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Okay, he's got 25. Haaland's got 25 goals in the league. To put that in perspective, which is what I was going to say, Haaland's on 25. Wolves have scored 12 in the Premier League this season. Wolves have absolutely collapsed. And that is what happens. They made them 3 subs at halftime, Wolves. They've changed it. They've got more attacking. They put us in more space. And that is what happens. When teams don't defend against us, we hurt them like that. Boom. Should have tripled him this week. Scores hat-tricks is fun. Is that his 4th hat-trick? And we got 3 in a row, didn't he? Again, like I said, he's on 25 goals now this season. Last year, Kane and Son got 23. There's 18 games left. 18 games left, and he's on 25. If he plays every game, he could be on 40. And it makes sense because on Football Manager, in my first season, in the Football Manager 23, he got 102 in the season. He got 80 in the league. He was scoring goals like there was no tomorrow. He got 3 games in a row where he scored 6. I still didn't win the Champions League. Won the league, though. But I didn't win the Champions League. I didn't win the Carabao Cup either. I got beat by United in the final 3-0. I got battered in the final in the Carabao Cup by United and then got beat in the Champions League final by Real Madrid, typically. But I did win the league and the FA Cup. Oh, well, he's on 26 points. I should have tripled him. Ederson doing Ederson things. Kicking out of play. Wolves still haven't had a shot. Let's see what what Sky Sports are saying about that. Yeah. Brentford Leeds still 0-0. That's surprising. Do you know what? It's going to be heresy to say, but I do like Jesse Marsh. That should be a yellow card as well for Collins, that. He hasn't tried to get the ball. Tripled him last week, unlucky. Honestly, we've all made mistakes with Haaland. We've all made mistakes with Haaland. I said I didn't captain him for the United game when we won 6-3, and that cost me like 100 points. Ake's done really well to get that ball back to Ederson, actually. No stupid mistakes now. I want a clean sheet. I said 3-1, but I want a clean sheet. Álvarez is coming on. Looks like Haaland's going off. You don't need to risk him, but if I was Haaland, I'd be fuming if I'm going off here. Because Wolves are capitulating. Wolves have made this a bad game. Ballon d'Or. I mean, usually the Ballon d'Or goes to, well, I would say whoever does well in the Champions League, but it goes to Messi or Ronaldo, doesn't it? Usually every year. Or someone at Real Madrid. Because I'm pretty sure the Spanish hate everything the English do. Ballon d'Or, I have no idea. Who would I give the Ballon d'Or to? Honestly, I have no idea. Messi will get it. Yeah, you're right. Messi will get it World Cup. Just for winning the World Cup. And the thing is, when you talk about Farmers League in England and whatnot, well, we've made it. But the French League, I mean, come on. Yeah, I could score goals in the French League. Probably. I want to see more Álvarez. I'm surprised he didn't start in this game. Because he had a great game against Tottenham, I think. And some of the best things that happened during Tottenham went through Álvarez and Rico Lewis. De Bruyne wins the ball. Give it him. How have you not given it him sooner? And Mahrez is bad touch. De Bruyne should have passed that through to Haaland immediately on getting the ball instead of taking them 2 touches. And De Bruyne's press there means the keeper kicks it out of play. There you go. I like that about De Bruyne. He does work hard as well. Here's Haaland going off. I thought that might happen. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get into the Messi Haaland going off. Give him a. He's got his hat trick. Got a hat trick within an hour. Do I get an extra bonus point from playing an hour? Can't remember. Well, he's done his job. He's 10 goals ahead of Kane. I mean, he's winning the Golden Boot. I think if he doesn't even score now till the end of the season, he gets the Golden Boot. Yeah, Haaland's off. Haaland's gone off for Álvarez, who I like. I really like Álvarez. Yeah, I think Álvarez could have been one of the best signings of the summer because he's gone under the radar massively because of Haaland. Or Haaland and Nunes, I suppose. But who would you rather have, Álvarez or Nunes? I know who I'd rather have, and it's not because I'm just saying that because he's in blue. Because I don't think Argentina win that World Cup if Álvarez isn't up front for them. I think Álvarez was massive for Argentina winning the World Cup. I'd take Rodri off here as well because he's been booked, remember. Don't need to risk. He did do amazing in the World Cup, Álvarez. He was phenomenal in the World Cup. And yet Pep don't even play him. Yeah, it's tough because who are you going to leave out? Gundogan, De Bruyne, Haaland. I can see why he doesn't play Álvarez, but the guy's quality. And everything he does reminds me of Aguero. The way he runs, the way he shoots, the way he heads the ball. He's incredible, Álvarez. And some of the link-up play he did with Messi at the World Cup was phenomenal. Yeah, I think he could be easily one of the best signings of the summer. Obviously, it's going to be Haaland, but Álvarez. Why has Grealish put that on the outside of his right? Grealish should be crossing that with his left. So frustrating sometimes. Just keep it simple. I don't know about depth. I've heard this quite a lot over the years with City about their depth and the world-class players around. They've got 2 world-class 11s. They don't have 2 world-class 11s. They have 2 good 11s, but the second 11 is not as good as the first. Especially this season. This season, we've been... I couldn't give you 11 players that have done well throughout the season. I couldn't. They've all been appalling at times. I think probably the most consistent players in the City team have been Stones, Ake. Oh, crap. Good block. And that's what I'm saying about Ake. He's screaming for handball. Get on with it. Ake did really well there. Yeah, Ake, Haaland, Stones, and probably Rico Lewis in the most consistent in terms of high performance. Yeah, I mean, winger-wise, Ake blocked. I think he blocked it with his stomach. Does he block it with his stomach? Yeah, I think it hits his chest or stomach and then hits his arm. You can't give a penalty for that. It's crazy. Crazy talk. Well, the weak points wise, yeah. I mean, Mahrez was poor at the beginning of the season. Grealish, love him or hate him, no one knows for sure. Foden, great start of the season. Shocking since. That's it for wingers, isn't it? Oh, yeah, Palmer. Palmer who can't get in the team, and I don't think he's good enough, if I'm honest. I don't think Palmer's good enough for the team. I don't think he's turned up in any game he's played in. And Pep's trusted him in some big games, like the Chelsea games and the Cups. Liverpool as well, but Palmer, sad to say, but I think he has to go on loan next season. Give him game time in the Championship. See what he can do. How's that not a foul on Laporte? He's thrown him to the floor. That's crazy, though. Akanji now bombing forward. Not seen him do that all game. I think Akanji, yeah, I think Akanji's gone right and Stones has gone through the middle. No, I think. Grealish, run at him. Run at Semedo. Grealish can't find Álvarez. That comes down claims. 25 minutes left. I mean, the game's won. So now it's just all about padding them stats, getting a couple more goals, making it look a bit more comfortable than what it was. Because we have lacked goals in recent weeks, so been hit it first time. What a goal that is. What a goal that is. Is he giving offside? He's giving offside. Mahrez says he's not offside. I tell you what, that's a great goal, that. I'm surprised De Bruyne just didn't hit it himself. He is offside. It's such a good finish, though, as well. Giving offside. That's unlucky, that. Podence is on. I'm surprised Podence doesn't play more, you know, because Podence is good. I like Podence. Yeah, I mean, he took off Haaland because the game's done. He's got his hat trick. I think Álvarez deserves game time. I think I would have brought off De Bruyne or Gundogan. I think I'd leave Haaland on to get more goals. Because this Wolves team are not defending well in this second half. More goals out there. There's De Bruyne again. Look how much space the City players are getting now. I don't know what Wolves are doing. They're not defending. They're not attacking. What they're doing. Oh, the look at that, but then straight through the middle there. Stones has got to stay with him. Oh my God. Ederson saved the shot. I tell you what, Ederson's changed. We're seeing a new Ederson. New Chinese New Year, new Ederson. De Bruyne played the most bizarre play there. I don't know what he was doing. I mean, he was keeping it in play, but he did like a Cruyff turn and just gave it straight to Wolves. Odd. That looked like it went out for a throw, but I mean, Wolves are on the attack here. You have a chance. Ake uses in his strength. Nice. And that's going to be a corner to Wolves. It looked like it went out of play for a throw-in, though. Yeah, we do. We have more important games as well than Wolves. We've got Arsenal coming up as well. I think he's going to play him in the cup, probably. He's not played Haaland in the cups all that often, but I think he probably will against Arsenal. Got to play Arsenal twice. Got to play Tottenham again. Got to play Chelsea again, amazingly. Got to play Liverpool again. Newcastle again. Palace as well, at Palace, which is never fun. They playing Palace at Sellers Park. We don't have a good record there. Oh, nice break. Mahrez, beautiful ball out to Álvarez, who let it come to him. He should have gone to it, controlled himself, but he's sticking his foot in. Nice. Lovely play as well by De Bruyne to cushion the header down to Gundogan. He's got two players around him, and he's tripped. And that's going to be a free kick. No, Cancelo's not come on. We do have a fully fit squad, though, apparently. No one's injured. Everyone's back. I'm surprised Diaz hasn't come on for some game time. Because you'd argue probably Diaz is the best leader we've got in the squad. I know Gundogan's captain and De Bruyne vice, but Diaz is a warrior. A great replacement for company. Tonight, when you centre halves are playing one-touch football. Oh, Álvarez, how quick were his feet, though? Álvarez was brilliant, man. I love him. How he got out of that position then is beyond me. Bruyne's cross goes absolutely no. Don't foul him, Akanji. You should have fouled him, Akanji. Don't foul him now. You should have fouled him 50 yards earlier. I don't think KDB would take it. It'd be, if we get a pen, it's going to be Mahrez, I think. Or Álvarez. Likely Mahrez. I don't like Mahrez's pens, but Pep seems to like him. The crowd trying to get behind the players again because Wolves are getting more possession now, but they're not doing anything with it. And nice that would have been a yellow card if he fouled De Bruyne there. Looked like Álvarez was offside. De Bruyne delayed the pass. It looked like Álvarez was offside, but because the linesman's not put his flag up, it's going to be a corner. That was better from Kev, though. I've not seen him do that for a while. Yeah, he is offside. A good save by Sarr. He gets across really nicely after he goes around him, but yeah, it was offside. He wouldn't have counted. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, though, because Laporte, Pep loves Laporte, and he's such a good ball-playing defender, isn't he? Decent cross, that. That corner landed in the 6-yard box, but there's no City player anywhere near it. How was that possible from a corner? Well, Laporte is so good on the ball, and he puts so many through balls through when he crosses that halfway line. It's hard to leave Laporte out when he's fit. Same with Stones, really, because Stones can play pretty much anywhere. Sports. Be seen. Well, possibly. I mean, Walker's not been great this season, has he? And he is getting on a bit now, Walker. How old is he? 33? Is he younger? Do you know how old he is? Hearts have got a second as well against Hibs. Oof, Álvarez, they're closing down Sarr. No, I don't watch boxing. I don't like boxing. De Bruyne off. I'm surprised he had as long as he did. He's had a better game, though, Kev, than he's had in recent weeks. I know he got the assist at Old Trafford, but he's not been playing well. Today, he's been good. He rode a few challenges. Nice to see him do that. Passing was good as well. Bernardo won. Bernardo's another player that's been out of form. Rodri off. Surprised he stayed on as long as he did, because he's had a yellow card since the middle of the first half. Calvin Phillips is on. He needs more game time because he's not really been playing well. Salah does suck. I've got to take him off my FPL team. I'll take Salah off my FPL team for the next matches and watch him get a hat-trick. But yeah, Bernardo, Calvin, they both need minutes. Álvarez as well. He deserves minutes as well, Álvarez. I don't think he's played poorly when he's played. Odegaard, or for Kev. I imagine it's going to be Gundogan to leave next. I can see a couple of refreshes in the summer. Gundogan and Bernardo. Bernardo leave for Barcelona probably in the summer. I see Gundogan leaving as well. Going to be a Wolves throw on the halfway line. There's a big question. Who's going down this season? Who's getting relegated? You got to say probably Southampton. I mean, they can't get Premier League win at the moment, Southampton. You see Everton going down. If they stick with Frank, they're going down, them Everton. Still a miracle they got a point against us, but their only shot of the game. Yeah, United getting Kane would be big for United. I think if United signed Kane in the summer, you got to consider them title challenges next season. City will probably be favourites because we're always favourites for everything, regardless if we're playing well or not. But Kane might be that one that changes your fortunes. I wouldn't want to play United with Kane in that team as well. Because you've got pace on the wings, you've got Kane up front. What a cross that is. Oh my word. Gundogan should be scoring there. What a ball that is from Bernardo Silva. Gundogan's better than that as well. He should be scoring there, Gundogan. That's a great ball in by Bernardo. No, I think there's a few. Oh, here's Palmer. I don't like Palmer. My problem with Palmer is as well, he's too similar to Mahrez. So when we play them both together, the team just doesn't work. But I think Palmer needs to go out on loan next season. There's a few players, honestly, that have not reached their levels this season. Well, like I said, a few of these have won 4 Premier League trophies in 5 years. So I guess it can be easy to drop your levels a little bit, get a bit complacent, lose that fire. Like Pep said in his press conference the other day, you know, it's not all going to be plain sailing, you know, when your levels drop. It is going to be... You are going to lack a bit of fire sometimes. I don't think Palmer is bad. I just don't think he's at our level. I think other Premier League teams, like Southampton, like who sign all our youngsters, I think he'd do well there. He could probably do a decent job at Everton, teams like that. But at the top of the Premier League and the Champions League as well, not at that level. And you can say it's a bit harsh, he's only young, he's still learning. But look at Rico Lewis, who's come in And Rico Lewis looks like he's been playing there for 2-3 years already. How good has Rico Lewis been? We're a better team with Rico Lewis than when he's not in it. You can't say that for Palmer. You can't. Step him up here. Don't let him score here. Podence is the only Wolves player that's had a shot in this game. He's had all 3 of their shots. I don't think Rico over Cancelo is stupid. I think Rico has done better than Cancelo recently. Because the problem is, if you look at when he's played Walker and Cancelo, Pep recently, in both them games where they've played, he's put Walker at centre-back for some reason, like he's playing FIFA. Like, that's why I play Walker on FIFA, centre-back, to stop that pace against like PSG, because you always got Mbappe running through the middle. So you've got Walker at centre-back, then he puts Cancelo on right-back, who's not as effective as he is when he's on the left, because he doesn't know what he's doing at right-back. It's just a mess when they play. I'd rather have Rico Lewis in at the moment. But if you've got Rico on the right, you got Cancelo on the left, you've got 2 fullbacks then, comfortable on the ball, who are going to push up into midfield. And who are going to focus on attacking. But he doesn't do that, Pep. He just wants to keep changing things. I mean, Cancelo's probably better than Lewis, but I don't think he will be for long. Stones was good there. But Lewis like Foden, going to be there for 10 years at least. City play for life. He's phenomenal, Lewis. And it's how you wanted Palmer to be when he came in the team, but he's not. Like I said, Palmer's not that level. Álvarez's pace there as well against Semedo. Oh, he's so unlucky. He's played a poor pass. He could have kept it simple and gone Grealish there, Álvarez. Álvarez did really well there to make the run, get the ball off Semedo, and then he's... Whee! Wild swing. And it's a goal kick. I don't know. I love Stones. He's my favourite defender. I absolutely love Stonesy boy. He can play right back, centre half, DM. He's played everywhere for us. Really good Stones. And he's someone who I've never seen us let us down. I've never seen Stones let us down. He's always played well. He's someone who's always got high standards for himself and the team. Love that about him. I remember watching him for Everton against us. I think it was in the Carabao Cup semi-final, I think. Pretty sure it was. And he took the piss out of us. That's before Pep was here. It's when we won the double with Pellegrini. We won the league in Cup. Pellegrini's first year, I think it was. But yeah, Stones was so good. I remember him taking on, like, he picked up the ball in his own half, the centre half, and just ran through the entire City team with it. He's good, Stones. I don't know what Grealish is trying to do there. I don't know if he's trying to control the ball, trying to pass it back to Ake, but he's giving a corner away. A needless corner as well. I guess the big question is, do City have their form back? Are City back to the best? I don't think so. I also can't say too much. Grealish has to be stronger there. But he did enough in his goal kick. I don't think Haaland's carrying. I mean, if you look at the goals, one's a pen and one's put on a play after Mahrez got the ball. The other one's a beautiful cross by De Bruyne. They've all been put on a plate for him. I don't think Haaland's carrying. But we're not to our best. This wasn't the same City team that were flying against Tottenham in that second half. Just Wolves, they didn't really turn up for 60 minutes, and obviously by then the game was over. Gundogan, nice. Going straight through the middle. And this one, I mean, Álvarez has the ball here on the left, but there's no City player ahead of him. No player in the box. So what's Álvarez meant to do with that ball? That happens too often when Álvarez comes on for Haaland, because the game's usually already won. No one's helping him out. No one's bursting into the box. That's what Palmer should be doing on the other side. Álvarez picks up on the left. Álvarez on the right should be aiming for that box. I don't think so. I don't think Grealish is as bad as people make out. Pep's just trying to change him as a player. We've signed this player who had free license at Aston Villa, and then Pep told him he's not allowed to move from the left. He's got to run with the ball, carry it more, can't pass it as quickly as he would or shoot as much as he should. Pep's kind of taken all of that out of him. I've seen us make worse signings. Palmer's another one. Too many touches. Like, he's taking 8 touches to just put the ball in the box, for Christ's sake. He does it every time, Palmer. Just put the ball in the box. Frustrating. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you got to pay what the transfer fee was, and it was 100 million. We couldn't get around it. It was his minimum fee. It was his release clause, wasn't it? 100 mil. Now we can do about it. And at the time, Grealish was England's best player. Let's not forget. In the Euros, England were much worse when Grealish wasn't on the pitch. He was flying for Villa. He was England's best player. 100 million it was. I think the defense has done all right today, you know. I think Akanji and Stones at centre-back have done really nice. Laporte did okay as well. He played left-back in the first half for some reason. Don't know what that's all about. But he did a good job. And Ake's done well since he came on. He's made some crucial blocks, Ake. Bernardo's done okay when coming on. Phillips there. Too easy. Just letting him run through the middle. He's not supposed to let him run through the middle. That's his job, to stop them running through the middle. I think if Bernardo had looked up there, he would have seen that Grealish and Álvarez were waiting on the edge of the box. They hadn't gone into it. Stones. I thought he was going to try and win that header. Ham's got to get out to him there. Yeah, see you later, Josh. Have fun. Whoever wins later, maybe. I'm going for a draw. 2-2, United Arsenal. We do need more clean sheets. Clean sheets are quite important. I do think we've conceded too many goals recently. But we've also not scored enough goals, and now we've scored 7 and 2. Okay, with another crucial header near post. Ederson's done nothing all game, but he came out and claimed that. Nice, nice, nice. Kicked in the mouth or something. And Wolves play with the ball now. Be a late Wolves chance. And that's it. Full time. City win 3-0. Yeah, I mean, I don't think City are back to the best, but it's also tough to say how well we played because Wolves have been so bad and not really competitive in this match. It'd be daft to say how well we played, but I also can't mark anyone down. Like, I'm going to do play ratings a little bit later on, and I can't give anyone a bad rating, but I don't think I can give everyone like a perfect rating either. So it's one of those. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for checking it out. Make sure to hit the like button as well if you haven't already. Hit subscribe as well, anyone joining late. I'm going to go do the match reaction. Thanks for joining. And as always, have a nice day. And yeah, keep an eye out for all the videos. Thanks so much. Oh, and enjoy the United Arsenal game, I suppose. I'll be watching that too. Bye-bye.